Here we have for sale our 2016 on a 66 plate Ford Ranger Wildtrak. This has got the 3.2 litre TDCi engine with 200 brake horsepower and the 6-speed manual gearbox. What we're going to do in this video is have a little walk around. I'll show you the spec which you get on a Ranger Wildtrak of this age, and we'll also talk you through the condition, service history of this particular example, seeing as it is currently available for sale at the time of recording. So starting here at the rear of the vehicle, we can see that we've got a rear tailgate on this vehicle. Obviously you will do on a pickup truck. The Wildtrak decals, big Ranger decal along the bottom there, all standard on the Wildtrak model. If you look just under the badge here, you can see that we've got the reversing camera just there, very neatly integrated. And then on the rear bumper, we've also got rear parking sensors here integrated. And while we're down here, just a little note on condition, there are a couple of little marks just here on the rear bumper. Nothing too serious, but of course we like to be as honest as we possibly can in these videos to show you the condition in its truest representation. Looking also then at the rear here, we can also see we've got a tow bar down here, and we've got the 7-pin electrics just there. Great towing capacity on the Ford Ranger as well. 3.2 engine, 200 brake horsepower, plenty of torque, fantastic for towing. We've got the protector here on the top of the tailgate, and then as we fold that down, we can then take a look at the load area. So you've got a full plastic load liner in the back of here. You can also see that we've got a 12-volt socket just there as well, which can be very handy. And you've got some, lashing points here to tie cargo down. There's some at the back just over there as well. But as I say, full load liner in the back of here to protect the vehicle underneath. All in pretty good condition. Of course, as I say, it is a used vehicle at the end of the day. One owner from new, this particular example. And then moving down then the passenger side, we can have a look at the condition down here, and using the reflections there, having a look for any dents, ripples, marks, anything like that. It's looking pretty clean and straight. I can just see there's one little pin dent just up there. I don't know if you can even see that in the reflections, very small, and another very slight one there. Otherwise, looking very nice down that passenger side. You get this lovely 4x4 decal just here as well. Also on the Wildtrak, you get this sports spoiler just here, finished in the lovely metallic grey, which I think really sets the vehicle off very, very nicely. And you've also got these 18-inch Wildtrak alloy wheels as well. Looking at this particular alloy wheel, that's all looking in very good order. We'll have a look at the other ones as we go around. On a Wildtrak, you also get the very nice side steps, more Wildtrak decals just here. And you get the model just there as well, model derivative just there, so 3.2 with a 6-speed manual gearbox. This alloy just here, again, all looking in pretty good order. There's a little mark just there on the alloy, but otherwise looking pretty nice. And then looking at the front of the vehicle, so again, you've got this contrasting metallic grey colour in here, which is the same as the spoiler on the back, so that's on the grille surround, looking very smart there indeed. And you've got front fog lights to go along with that as well. In terms of condition here, a couple of stone chips that I can see, a couple of stone chips just there, but otherwise looking really smart, very, very presentable indeed. Quite an eyeful of a truck, I must say. Bonnet is all looking very nice. There's no dents or anything like that I can see there. There's maybe a slight, maybe the slightest of little dents just there, but that is very minor. Looking really nice. Same thing down the driver's side there, looking really clean and straight down the driver's side. Looking at this alloy just here, little mark just down there. Otherwise, that alloy is looking very nice. Got the side step on this side as well. And then looking at the last alloy wheel, again, similar type of thing, little mark just down on the edge there. Of course, this sort of thing is to be expected on a vehicle of this sort of age and mileage, but overall, I'm sure you'll agree, that is looking very, very nice indeed. Time to get into the cab, and let's have a look at the spec that we've got in here. I've also got the service history inside the cab as well for you to have a look at. So when we open the driver's door, on top of the driver's door we have electric windows. As we move further in then, you can see that we've got auto activated lights. You've also got auto activated wipers as well. You've got electric mirrors, actually electric folding mirrors, as you can see there. And then if we look at the steering wheel, we've got the leather multifunctioning steering wheel. You've got the two top controls here. These control the onboard computers. Down on the right hand side you've got cruise control just there, and then on the left you've got the volume controls for the radio, and you can also answer and hang up the phone just there as well. Looking at the dashboard here, plenty of versatility on the dashboard, and you can actually see on the right hand side just down the bottom down there, mileage on this particular example 86,419.6 miles. But it's really nice. You can have your sat nav displayed up here, etc. It's really lovely. You can also see there, looking at the dash, it's all idling correctly. There's no warning lights or anything like that on the dashboard. Looking at the seats, very nice Wildtrak seats. So they come in this very nice orange Wildtrak lettering across the middle of the seat. Cloth all looks to be in fantastic condition there. No rips, tears, cigarette burns, anything like that. There is a little crack just here to the plastic surround. You do actually have electric seats, so they are electrically operated. Very nice to get that in the correct seating position. And then if we jump inside, we can have a look at a bit more of the spec inside here. To start off with, you have air conditioning. Absolute godsend on a day like today. You can just see down the bottom left hand corner there showing 26 degrees. Absolutely lovely to have that today, and it is blowing very nice and cold in here. On top of the dashboard you can see you've got that lovely contrasting orange stitch going all the way along the top of the dashboard as well. You can just see down here you have a couple of little marks on the plastic just here, and then you've got this very nice multimedia screen in the middle. So you've got 4 different options basically to start off with. So on the top left you've got your phone, so this is where you can connect your phone via Bluetooth. You've got sat nav, click on that, it brings you to the map with the satellite navigation. You then got your radio, you've got DAB radio on here, as you can see on the left hand side, and then this is where you can select the other forms of input just there as well. Go back to the home button, and then on the bottom right, this is where you've got the climate and also your heated seats. So very nice to have heated seats. You've got heated windscreen, that's the actual elements in the screen, not just the blowers as well. What's quite nice with this is that for people who maybe aren't the biggest fan of touchscreens, you've got all of these climate settings as well in physical buttons down here. So maybe easier to find, you know, if you're driving along, you've got it in this sort of setting here, or you're on the sat nav, you can just quickly go down here and turn on a heated seat, as easy as that. So it's really nice to have all that there. Underneath we've got an AU export. The camera will just have a look down there. So we've got an AU export at the top, we've got an SD card slot underneath, a couple of USBs just there as well, a couple of 12 volt sockets just here, as I mentioned, 6-speed manual gearbox. If we look down here, in some proper 4x4, you've got the 2 high, 4 high and 4 low range. You've also got hill descent on here. This is where you can turn the traction control off and the start stop on or off as well. And one other thing to note on condition here, there are a couple of little marks to the plastic here as well. As I say, these are commercial vehicles at the end of the day. This was owned by one company from new, and as I say, it is a commercial vehicle, and they are usually used as commercial vehicles, which is always nice to see. If we put the vehicle into reverse, you can actually, sorry, I thought I was going to pop up on the on the wing mirror then, like the old model, but no, it comes up on the screen here. So you've got a lovely reversing camera. You can also see the little parking sensor where it tells you where the objects are just there as well, which is very nice. And last thing before we jump out, we've got the service history just here as well. So we've got 2 pages of service history. So you can see that we've got 2 services carried out here, one at 19,821, one at 30,418. And then on the next page, 3 services then, 59,909, 77,434, and then when we've had it in here just now, we've serviced it ourselves as well, and we've been right through it. I believe we've actually changed some brakes, whether it was pads or discs, I'd have to double check, but as I say, we've been right through it as well mechanically. You can see we've got 2 keys with the vehicle, 2 remote keys, and then we'll just have a quick look in the back as well. So you've of course got electric windows back here as well, and having a look at the seats, you have ISOFIX compatibility here in the rear. You've got a fold down center armrest just there, and looking in the back here, 12-volt socket just there. A couple more little marks just here to the plastic down there, but again, nothing serious. Looking at the back of the seats, it's all very, very nice indeed. As I say, just to summarize, Ford Ranger Wildtrak, this is the 3.2 TDCi 200 brake horsepower with the 6-speed manual gearbox, lovely service history, all the usual Wildtrak spec, including sat nav, air conditioning, reversing camera, all the body styling that you see here. Very, very nice indeed. Electric heated seats. The list really does go on and on and on. If you'd like to inquire, please feel free to give us a call on either of the numbers listed here at the bottom of the sign. We can arrange finance on all of our vehicles starting as low as 7.9% APR, and we can also take cars or vans in part exchange as well. If you've enjoyed this honest, transparent walk around video, please remember to leave the video a like if you're watching this on YouTube, and also if you haven't already seen the advert, go over to our website, which is just there, bridgenvans.co.uk, to see the full advert for this particular vehicle. Thank you very much for watching.